The crystal chamber on Vara Prime stayed quiet long after the humans left. The delegates did not move right away. They sat and thought about what they had heard. The words still hung in the air. Simple words, honest words. Words about lives mattering more than rules. Words about acting when others wait. Lyra Voss looked at the empty seats where Ethan Hayes and his officers had been. They did not ask for alliance. They did not demand thanks. They just said, if another call comes, we can send it. And they will answer. Corvex nodded slow. His heavy scales caught the blue light. We laughed at Deathworlders once, called them reckless, wild. Now we see. Their world did not make them cruel, it made them reliable. When everything around them tries to kill them, they learn to protect. Not just themselves. Everyone. Trix Varn clicked his mandibles once. The Lirani already sent formal thanks. Not just to the ships, to all humans. They offered open trade lanes, shared maps of safe routes, invited human doctors to teach their healers. Small steps, but real. The council talked for hours, not about borders or power, about change. They voted to update emergency protocols. Every distress call would get a fast response. Not just drones, ships when needed, aid when possible. No more watching from far away. Word spread beyond the chamber. Traders carried the story to every station. Pilots shared clips in quiet bars. Children on distant worlds heard tales of the gray ships that came when no one else did. The big humans in heavy armor who carried scared children to safety. The pilots who flew through fire like it was nothing. The captain who spoke calm while railguns roared. Pirates listened too. Whispers reached their hidden bases. 3 human ships broke a fleet twice their size. No mercy for those who hurt the weak. But no needless killing either. Pirates started to avoid certain lanes, the ones near human patrol routes. Fear moved quiet through their ranks. Months passed. A new distress call came. Not Lirani this time. A small mining colony on an outer moon. Cave-in, air failing, workers trapped. The signal reached Vara Prime first. The duty officer did not hesitate. Sent the alert wide. Human listening posts picked it up too. Liberty Dawn was closest. Ethan Hayes read the message, looked at his crew. Same as before. Civilians trapped. Time matters. We go. Olivia Grant smiled small. Command will complain again. Let them. The cruiser jumped. Arrived fast. Human engineers worked beside local teams. Cut through rock. Pulled miners out one by one. Gave oxygen. Treated injuries. Stayed until every soul was safe. No speeches. No flags. Just work done. Then gone. The colony sent thanks. Short. Grateful. The council noted it. Added another line to their records. Humans answer. More calls came over time. A freighter lost in a storm nebula. A research station hit by solar flare. A refugee transport attacked by raiders. Each time human ships appeared. Not always Liberty Dawn. Other captains, other crews, same calm, same speed, same refusal to look away. The Lirani built a small memorial on their homeworld. A simple stone pillar. Names of the saved, carved in soft light. At the base, 4 words in human script. They came when we called. Children visited it, learned the story, not as legend, as fact. On Earth, people heard the reports. Quiet pride grew. Not loud parades, not big celebrations. Just nods between soldiers, smiles from families. A feeling that what they did out there mattered. Captain Ethan Hayes stood on his bridge one quiet shift. Stars slid past slow. Olivia joined him. They do not dismiss calls anymore, she said. Ethan looked out. Good, because the galaxy is big, and full of people who need help sometimes. He paused. We are not heroes. We are just people who remember what it feels like to be the one crying for help, and no one coming. Olivia nodded. So we come. The ship moved on. The stars stayed wide. But they felt less lonely now, because when a voice called out in the dark, humans listened. They came. They fought if they had to. They saved if they could. And they left the galaxy a little safer, a little kinder, a little less willing to look away. Deathworlders, not monsters, not conquerors, just people who learned early that waiting costs lives, and who refused to pay that price again. The galaxy remembered, and it answered back, not with fear, with respect, and with hope. The crystal chamber on Vara Prime felt different when the humans arrived. No bright lights for ceremony, no rows of guards, just open seats and quiet air. The delegates sat still. They watched the doors. Captain Ethan Hayes walked in first. Simple gray uniform, no extra medals. Commander Olivia Grant followed close behind. Lieutenant Noah Carter and Sergeant Lucas Grant came last. All four looked calm, no fear, no show of power. Lyra Voss stood to greet them. Her silver feathers moved a little. Thank you for coming. We invited you here to speak, not as guests, as equals. Ethan nodded once. We came to listen and to answer questions. They took seats at the round table. No high podium, no separation. Everyone at the same level. Corvex spoke first. His deep voice filled the room. We saw the battle. Your 3 ships against 10. You did not wait for our approval. You did not ask if it was safe. You went in, you fought. You saved every civilian. Why? Ethan looked at him straight. Because the call came in. Children were crying. People were dying. Waiting for permission would have killed them, so we moved. Olivia added quietly, Our world taught us one thing. If you stand by when someone needs help, you are part of the problem. We choose to be part of the solution. Trix Varn clicked his mandibles. You lost no ships. Your losses were light. Our pilots would have died in those maneuvers. Our Marines would have broken in that close fight. How do you do it? Noah Carter answered with a small smile. Training, and our home. Earth gravity is heavy. Storms hit hard. Animals hunt us. Sickness comes fast. We grow up pushing our bodies, pushing our minds. When we fly or fight in space, it feels easier than home sometimes. Lucas Grant spoke next. In the corridors we fought blade to blade. Pirates were strong, but we were used to pain, used to fear. We did not freeze. We moved. We protected. That is all. Lyra Voss leaned forward. We called you Deathworlders like it was an insult. We were wrong. Your world did not make you monsters. It made you steady. When others panic, you stay calm. When others run, you stand. When others watch, you act. Corvex looked down at his scaled hands. We ignored the SOS. We sent drones to watch. You sent ships to save. That difference, it humbles us. Ethan spoke soft. We do not want your thanks. We do not want debt. We want the galaxy to remember one thing. Distress calls are not background noise. They are people, real people, with families, with fear. Answer them, or someone else will have to. The room stayed quiet. A small delegate from a water world asked, What if the call comes from your enemy? What then? Olivia answered without pause. We still go. Pirates do not care who they hurt. Neither do we when lives are on the line. We stop the hurting. Then, we leave. Corvex nodded slow. You could have taken the pirate ships, claimed salvage, demanded payment from the Lorani. You did none of that. Ethan shook his head. We are not pirates. We are not conquerors. We protect, we help, we go home. Lyra Voss stood. Then let this be the start, not of alliance forced by strength, but of understanding built by choice. We will change our protocols. Distress calls will get response, not just observation. The humans stood too. Ethan looked around the table. If you ever need us again, send the call. We will hear it. They left quiet. No bows, no handshakes for show. Just steps toward the door. The delegates stayed seated a long time after. Corvex broke the silence. They are Deathworlders, but not the kind we feared. They carry mercy when possible. Lyra Voss looked at the empty doorway. They showed us what strength looks like. Not loud, not cruel. Quiet, steady, ready. Trix Varn clicked once. The galaxy will talk about this for years. Not the battle, not the victory, the choice. 3 ships, 1 decision, lives saved. Outside the chamber, the stars looked the same. Wide, cold, distant. But something had changed. A small human task force had answered a call the council ignored. They fought with skill. They won with control. They left without asking for anything. And that act rippled outward. Traders spoke of it in stations. Pilots shared the footage in bars. Children on distant worlds heard stories of the big humans who came when no one else did. The Lirani convoy reached home safe. Families reunited. Wounds healed. Scars remained. But hope grew stronger than scars. In quiet moments, the Lirani captain Mira Voss looked at the stars. She whispered thanks. Not to the council, not to the drones, to the Deathworlders who answered, who struck with fury and left with kindness. The galaxy kept turning, but it turned a little different now, because when the next SOS came, no one dismissed it. The news moved fast across the relay networks. First it was whispers between traders. Then open broadcasts carried the full story. A small human task force had answered a Lirani distress call. 3 ships against a pirate fleet more than twice their size. They had not waited for council approval. They had not asked for rewards. They had simply gone in and won. In the crystal chamber above Vara Prime, the council reconvened. The delegates sat closer together this time. No one laughed. No one made jokes about soft human skin or weak Deathworld myths. The big holoscreen played the drone footage again. Slow motion, clear detail. Corvex watched the fighters weave through plasma fire. He saw Noah Carter's squadron pull impossible turns. He saw missiles strike clean. Engines died. Pirate ships listed. They flew like the gravity of their own world still pulled them, Corvex said. His voice came low. Theirs kept fighting. Lyra Voss zoomed in on the Marine boarding action. Lucas Grant's squad moved down a dark corridor. Pirates waited with plasma rifles. The humans did not slow. They advanced. Shields took hits. Armor sparked. Lucas fired short bursts, dropped one attacker, flanked another. His squad cleared room after room. They fought hand-to-hand against superior numbers, Lyra Voss said. They did not retreat. They pushed forward until the civilians were safe. Trix Varn clicked his mandibles slowly. The Lirani captain reported it. The humans carried wounded children out first. They treated pirate prisoners too. No torture, no revenge killings, just control, just purpose. A quiet delegate from a small aquatic world spoke up. We saw the medical bay footage. Human doctors worked beside Lirani healers. They used the same care for both sides. Why? Corvex answered. Because they come from a place where mercy is rare but necessary. Their world does not forgive weakness, so they learn to be strong without becoming cruel. The chamber stayed silent for a long moment. Lyra Voss turned to the others. We dismissed the SOS. We said it was not our problem. We sent drones to watch. They sent ships to fight. We calculated risk. They calculated lives. Trix Varn looked at the frozen image of Ethan Hayes on the bridge. Calm face, steady orders. They did not do it for glory. They did not broadcast their victory. They transferred the survivors, gave medical aid, then prepared to leave. No demands, no territory claims. Corvex rubbed his scaled chin. That is what scares me most. They have the power to take. They choose not to. They have the fury to destroy. They choose restraint. A new clip played. Liberty Dawn's medical bay. A Lirani child sat on a bed, bandage on her arm. She looked up at Lucas Grant. He knelt in his armor. She hugged him. He patted her back gentle. Then he stood, went back to duty. The child's voice came through the recording. The big humans came when no one else did. They were not afraid. Lyra Voss let the words hang. Deathworlders, that is what they call themselves sometimes. Born on a planet that kills the careless. Heavy gravity that breaks bones if you fall wrong. Predators that hunt in silence. Storms that tear cities apart. Sickness that evolves faster than medicine. They grew up fighting their own home. Now they bring that same fight to protect others. Corvex leaned forward. We thought Deathworlders were monsters. Wild, uncontrollable. But look. They are disciplined. They are precise. They are kind when they could be cruel. The council watched more footage. Rescue shuttles flying between pods. Human medics treating shock and burns. Engineers helping repair Lirani engines so the convoy could limp home. One delegate whispered, "If 3 ships can do this, what happens when more come?" No one answered right away. Then Lyra Voss spoke. "We need to speak with them. Not as superiors, not as judges, as equals." We ignored the call. They answered it. That changes everything. The vote was quick. An invitation sent to Liberty Dawn. Formal talks. Neutral ground. No weapons. No threats. On Liberty Dawn, Ethan Hayes received the message. He read it twice. Olivia Grant stood beside him. They want to talk, after everything. Ethan nodded. Then we talk. We show them who we are. He looked out the window. Stars moved slow. We did not come for thanks. We came because someone needed help. If the galaxy learns that lesson from us, good. The ship turned toward Vara Prime. The council prepared. No guards at the doors. Just open seats. And open minds. Because the humans had shown something the galaxy had forgotten. Strength is not always in numbers. Sometimes it is in the choice to act. When others watch, when others wait, when others dismiss. Humans struck. With fury. With heart. The Liberty Dawn came out of jump hard and fast. Space around the convoy looked like broken glass. Twisted metal floated everywhere. 2 Lirani transports drifted dark. Holes in their sides showed where boarding pods had cut through. Escape pods spun slow. Some glowed with life signs. Some stayed cold and quiet. Captain Ethan Hayes stood on the bridge. His eyes moved quick across the screens. Red enemy markers blinked. 8 raider ships circled like wolves. 2 bigger carriers hung back. Their guns stayed hot. "Status," Ethan said. Olivia Grant answered from her station. "Destroyers in position. Fighters ready. Pirate commander is on open channel, laughing. He thinks we are more Lirani help." The pirate voice came through speakers. Rough, mocking. "Another soft trader ship? Come closer. We need more cargo." Ethan did not answer right away. He looked at the tactical map. Small green dots marked escape pods. Children were in some of them. "Launch all fighters," he said. "Target engines and weapons. We want them alive to answer for this." Lieutenant Noah Carter's voice crackled over comms. "Blue squadron launching. Red and gold right behind. Let's give them a welcome." The bay doors opened. Black fighters shot out one after another. They formed up fast. No fancy show. Just straight at the enemy. The pirates opened fire. Bright plasma lines cut space. Noah rolled his fighter left. A shot missed by meters. He fired back. Missiles left trails. One hit a raider engine. Fire bloomed silent. The ship started to spin. Other fighters followed. They moved in ways no pirate expected. Tight turns, sudden stops, high-speed pulls that would crush normal pilots. Humans trained for worse on their own world. Gravity, G-forces, fear. They knew how to push bodies past limits. One pirate raider tried to ram Noah's wingman. Noah cut across, fired point blank. The raider's bridge exploded. Debris flew outward. Back on Liberty Dawn, Ethan watched. Destroyers forward. Flank the carriers. Liberty Dawn targets the flagship. The cruiser moved. Big, steady. Railguns charged with deep hum. White streaks flew. Hit the pirate flagship dead center. Armor peeled back. Secondary blasts followed. The pirate commander stopped laughing. Pull back. Jump out. Too late. Human destroyers blocked the escape lanes. Fighters swarmed the remaining raiders. Precise shots took out engines, weapons. One by one, the pirates lost power. On the boarded transport, Sergeant Lucas Grant pushed forward. His squad moved behind him. Gray armor, heavy steps. Pirates waited at corners. Plasma burned the walls. Lucas raised his rifle. Short burst. One pirate down. Another tried to flank. Lucas turned, fired, dropped him. They reached the main hold. Lirani civilians pressed against crates. Eyes big with fear. Lucas opened his visor. We are humans. We came to get you out. Stay low. Follow us. A Lirani woman held a small child tight. You risk your lives for strangers? Lucas looked at her. Someone has to. Today it's us. His squad formed a line. Shields up. They moved the group toward the breach. Pirates tried one last rush. Lucas met them head-on. Blade met rifle stock. He pushed back, fired, cleared the way. Shuttles waited outside. They loaded fast. Wounded first, children next, adults last. In space, the last raider tried to run. Liberty Dawn cut it off. One final railgun shot. The ship broke in half. No more fire came from it. The battlefield went quiet. Only emergency beacons beeped. Rescue shuttles flew between pods and the cruiser. Ethan stood on the bridge. He watched the count. All civilians accounted for. Pirates secured or dead. No human losses. Olivia exhaled slow. Command will want a full report. They will not be happy. Ethan turned to her. They can be unhappy. Lives were saved. That matters more. Medical bays filled fast. Human doctors worked beside Lirani healers. Burns, broken bones, shock. They treated everyone the same. No difference between rescuer and rescued. A small Lirani girl sat on a bed, bandage on her arm. She looked up at Lucas when he came to check. You fought the bad ones, she said. Lucas knelt. We did. Why? Because no one should hurt children or anyone who cannot fight back. The girl hugged him quick, armor and all. Lucas patted her back gentle. Back on Vara Prime, the council watched the drone feeds. Every move, every shot, every rescue. Corvex stared at the screen. They did not hesitate. They did not ask for orders. They just went in. Noah's squadron danced through fire. Those pilots flew like gravity means nothing. Like pain is just noise. Trix Varn clicked slow. Deathworlders. Their planet made them this way. Heavy gravity. Predators. Storms. Sickness. They grew up fighting to live. Now they bring that fight to space. The chamber felt heavy. Corvex spoke again. We watched. We waited. They acted. Lyra Voss looked at the others. And they won, against odds we called impossible. No one laughed. No one joked. They watched the last shuttle dock with Liberty Dawn, saw Ethan Hayes speak to the Lirani captain, saw him promise safe passage home. The drones kept sending data. The council kept watching. And somewhere deep in their minds, a new thought grew. Humans did not wait for permission. They did not count the cost first. They saw need. They answered. with speed, with skill, with fury. The wide crystal chamber above Vara Prime glowed soft blue. Delegates sat in curved seats that floated a little above the floor. They came from many worlds: tall Zanari with silver skin, bulky Gorath with thick scales, thin Zethar with clicking mandibles. All of them watched the big holoscreen in the center. A small red light blinked, an emergency beacon. The message played out loud. A soft voice spoke. It belonged to a Lyrani captain. Lyrani were gentle traders, long necks, large eyes, peaceful people. This is convoy leader Mira Voss of the Lyrani Collective. We are under attack in Kalis Drift. Unknown raiders, 8 ships. They boarded 2 transports. We have wounded, children on board, engines failing. Please, anyone who hears this, we need help. The voice broke at the end. Background sounds came through. Alarms, crying children, metal tearing. Lyra Voss, the Zanari duty officer, stood at her podium. The signal is genuine. Coordinates match a known trade route. The attackers match pirate profiles. No flag, no demands yet. Kor Vex, the Gorath delegate, leaned back. His deep voice rumbled. Another weak convoy. They should have hired guards, or stayed in safe lanes. Trix Varn, a Zethar analyst, waved his antenna. Sending aid now risks drawing the pirates to us. We are not allied with the Lyrani. Let observation drones go first. See what happens. The council talked for a short time. Voices overlapped. Some said wait. Some said send a warning to the pirates. Most agreed on the same thing. No ships. No soldiers. Just watch. Lyra Voss sent the order. Drones launched. Slow. Hidden. They would arrive in hours. The chamber lights dimmed a little. Delegates moved on to other topics. Trade deals. Border disputes. The Lyrani distress call became background noise. Far away, in a quiet asteroid field, a human listening post picked up the same signal. Lieutenant Noah Carter sat at his console. He played the message twice. His face stayed serious. He opened a secure link. Captain Hayes, priority distress. Lyrani convoy, under heavy attack. Civilians, children. On the bridge of the cruiser Liberty Dawn, Captain Ethan Hayes listened. He had short brown hair and steady gray eyes. Commander Olivia Grant stood beside him. She crossed her arms. Ethan looked at the star map. How far? 4 jumps. We can be there in under 6 hours, at full burn. Olivia spoke quiet. Command will say no. Neutral zone, no treaty, high risk. Ethan turned to her. They have children crying on that channel. We go. Olivia gave a small nod. Course plotted, engines ready. The Liberty Dawn lit up. 2 escort destroyers followed. Gray hulls, clean lines, no bright colors, just purpose. They jumped. Back on Vara Prime, the drones arrived first. Their feeds showed the battle. Pirate raiders circled the broken convoy. Boarding pods stuck to hulls like ticks. Laser fire cut through space. Escape pods drifted. Some opened, some did not. Kor Vex watched the screen. Too late. Pirates already won. Lyra Voss zoomed one feed. Wait. New signatures. 3 ships. Human design. Quiet laughter moved through the chamber. 3? Against 8 raiders and 2 carriers? They will die fast. Trix Varn clicked. Humans talk about honor. Then they run when numbers are bad. The drones kept watching. Liberty Dawn dropped out of jump close. Very close. Right in the middle of the fight. Ethan Hayes stood on his bridge. Alarms sounded soft. Red lights flashed once. All stations report ready. Olivia answered. Destroyers in position. Fighters prepped. Marines suited. Ethan looked at the tactical display. Red enemy icons. Green friendly. Small green dots for escape pods. Launch fighters. Target engines first. We want prisoners. not graves. Lieutenant Noah Carter's voice came over comms. Blue Squadron away. Let's dance. Black fighters poured from the carrier bay. They moved fast, tight turns, no fear. The pirates noticed them late. Their commander laughed on open channel. More soft traitors? Come die with your friends. Noah answered calm. Not traitors, humans, and we're not here to die. His squadron dove. Missiles flew. One raider lost thrust, another lost guns. Human fighters weaved through fire. Precise shots, no waste. On the boarded transport, Sergeant Lucas Grant led his squad through the breach. Armor gray and heavy, rifles up. They moved corridor by corridor. Pirates waited. Plasma rifles, blades. Lucas took the first hit. Armor sparked. He kept moving, fired back, dropped one, flanked another. His squad cleared rooms fast. They found the civilians. Lirani huddled in a cargo hold. Children pressed against adults, eyes wide. Lucas knelt, his visor opened. We are here to help. Stay close. We get you out. A small Lirani child looked up. You are not scared? Lucas smiled a little. Scared, but more scared of leaving you here. The squad formed a wall. Moved the group toward escape shuttles. In space, the battle shifted. Liberty Dawn closed on the pirate flagship. Railguns hummed. Heavy rounds flew. Armor cracked. Fires started inside. The pirate commander shouted orders. Retreat, too late. Human destroyers blocked jump lanes. Fighters picked off engines. One raider tried to ram Liberty Dawn. Ethan ordered evasive. The cruiser turned sharp. The raider missed, hit debris instead, broke apart. The last pirate ship jumped blind, half blind. It would limp home, if it made it. The convoy was quiet now. Wreckage drifted. But escape pods opened. Shuttles flew. Survivors moved to Liberty Dawn. Ethan watched from the bridge. Olivia stood beside him. We saved them. Ethan nodded. We did what needed to be done. The drone sent every moment back to Vara Prime. The council watched in silence. No laughter now. Just stunned faces. Corps Vex spoke first. They came. They fought. They won. Lyra Voss looked at the screen. 3 ships, against odds like that. Trix Varn clicked slow. They are Deathworlders, born hard, raised harder. The chamber felt cold. The galaxy had ignored the call. Humans had answered.